And once again, I'm off again. Uzbekistan has been brilliant, but unfortunately, I can't stick around forever. And so it's on to the next one. Today, we're off to Kyrgyzstan. Yet another early morning, but we've got a lot of ground to cover today, so it needs to be, this is going to be a bit more of an adventure than going from Kazakhstan to Uzbekistan, because today we've got 250 or 300 miles or so to cover until we get into Kyrgyzstan. Going to be travelling from Tashkent in Uzbekistan to Osh in western Kyrgyzstan in this one, and to do so requires a few different forms of transport. The first of which being a train. Look how good the train stations are here. The train that we're about to catch, which is going to form the first leg of possibly several on this journey, it's going to take us to a place called Andijan. It's about 6 hours east of Tashkent. It's going to cost 48,000 som, which in the Queen's money is about £4.50. I've not actually shown you any Uzbekistan train journeys ever. I've taken quite a few trains in Uzbekistan, they're always pretty solid. I'll give you a taster in a sec. By the way, this one leaves from Tashkent Yuzhny station, the south one, not the central one, the south one. The tickets are almost entirely impossible to understand, but I've got one, 47,000 it turned out, so a little bit cheaper. And yeah, I think we're off. And we're officially on board. 6 hours to go till Andijan. Let's do it. Look at this for some scenery. Overall, the trains are pretty mint, they're clean, they're roomy. I'm not a fan of this TV though. Uzbekistani street looks terrible. And then after a 6 hour comfortable air-conditioned scenic train journey, we end up in Andijan, about 200 miles or so down, 50 or so to go. So yeah, part one done. Now for part two, which is to get to the border town Dustik. We either need to take a minibus, shared taxi or marshrutka or something, so let's have a browse for one of them. Thank you. One hour and 3,000 Uzbekistani som, which is about 25p later, we've arrived in Dustlik. Not Dustik like I pronounced it before, that was wrong. It is actually called Dustlik. Why are the places that have the marshrukas and the shared taxis and stuff, why are they always so manic? Literally stepped foot in that car parky bit and I was already on a bus to Dustlik. Not even any time to check if it was the right bus or not, just straight on it. I suppose it's probably actually quite a good thing, innit? Because you get moving straight away. There's so many people going everywhere that like there's always someone about to leave, so that was pretty good. And for your information, if you're using this video as a guide, that bus stationy bit is about 500 meters south of the train station in Andijan, down the same street but on the opposite side of the road. I think the street's called Ulitsa Mukimi. So head down the road, opposite side, and you'll have some buses that go to the border. That information is not available online, which is not very helpful, but there is one there, I promise you. Anyway, let's cross some border, shall we? This should once again be very trouble-free. There's no visa required as a Brit, but we'll investigate anyway. I've got my stamp. I think I'm officially out of Uzbekistan. And it appears we're in, boys. Welcome to Kyrgyzstan. Now then. And now that we're in, part 3 of the journey is to get to Osh itself, which is only a couple of miles away from the border actually, so I might just walk it. It's a nice day. Alright, I might have caved. It is a bit toasty. What I actually meant by nice weather and a bit toasty was it's mid to high 30s and I'm getting quite bored of being permanently moist, especially when said moisture is actually avoidable and you can just get a taxi for 68 pence like I just did, 60 Kyrgyz som, to get to Osh, to the final destination. That border crossing was dead easy, probably like 15 to 20 minutes in total from getting to the Uzbek side to leaving the Kyrgyz side. Super quick. There were no queues anywhere. There was 1 second when there was like 3 people in front of me, and even then I was waved forward and they dealt with me first. So super easy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get from Tashkent in Uzbekistan to Osh in Kyrgyzstan. Super easy. A few different methods of transport you've got to use, as we've seen, but still dead simple, dead cheap. In total that cost us £5.50 or something to cover a few hundred miles and cross into the next country along. So good value for money, dead easy to do. The plan for stand number 3 of the trip is as of yet undecided. Might stick around in Osh, might get to the other side of the country. Don't know yet. I'm gonna have a lay down tonight and have a think about it. You'll be the first to know, and wherever I end up, I'll see you there. Cheers boys, see you in a bit.